Welcome to Ask Rich and Ed from Procurement Says No. We get a lot of listener questions, which we love to answer with insightful views and advice. Now we've created a whole new way of listening to Ask Rich and Ed with bite-sized mini podcasts full of useful answers to your questions.
Ooh, nice. Bite-sized chunks.
Let's see what questions we've got this time, Ed.
Well, Rich, will they be insightful or inane? Let's make it real.
Boom. It's time for Ask Rich and Ed, and we have got we've got loads of questions from our listeners in the post bag this time. Shall I go with the first one? Question number A. What does Ed and Rich think is more important with procurement technology, functionality or usability, and why? And that's from Putu Karang from Bali, Indonesia. Eduardo.
Without a doubt, it's usability. I think that there's been lots said with regard to the B2C experience. And if you think yourself about using Amazon or eBay or in the UK, Etsy, it's all about the user interface, isn't it? How easy is it to use? The platforms only take off because it's really, really intuitive and really easy to use. You don't need any training. Usability is critical.
I'm with you. I'm with usability. That's what gets people, using it. I think the system with the best usability will always win in the short term, and then it probably will increase functionality over time.
Yeah.
But I agree. And Christ knows how SAP wins out on these things because it doesn't really do either, does it?
Most ERP systems I've seen, and there's a whole plethora of them I've been involved in, Oracle, SAP, IFS, and none of them are easy to use. And you have to put loads of training investment in to help people learn how to use it. And then I think it's only really the super users who really ever understand the depth of the functionality of the system. So most of them don't work well.
The top 3 million procurement tech providers, They are promising better functionality, better usability.
Intake to procure. I need to pee, Rich. I need to pee. It's only recently that the analyst firms who look at procurement tech, it's only in the last few years that they've actually woken up to usability as a facet that they measure, which is quite intriguing, really, because you think they would have been a little bit ahead of the curve there.
Question B, is the ability to negotiate something people are born with, or can it be developed? And that is from Wayne Brewster from Dallas in the US of A.
It's a bit of both, isn't it, really? I think it's a bit like the argument about nurture versus nature. So perhaps I turn it around and play the negative card. I think that some people who can't negotiate, some people don't want to be disliked. They don't want to have those difficult conversations. They'd rather walk away than have conflict. So I think you've got to be born with an inherent comfort in conflict. Comfort in conflict.
Comfort in conflict.
I think a lot of it, you can learn to negotiate. You can learn to negotiate better. But I do think that you need certain personal characteristics. I think you have to want to win and succeed and be quite driven, etc. And I think some of that is inherent in people. And I think the other is that you've got to be comfortable with people not liking you and being in disagreement with others. And not everybody feels comfortable with that, do they?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we've talked about this before, about sometimes procurement people can be quite insular and sometimes they can be quite outgoing. I think it helps if you're quite outgoing and have a certain level of confidence in terms of negotiation. Yeah. I think that helps, certainly, but it can definitely be taught. I mean, if you think about 2-year-olds learn quickly how to negotiate, but they never have a very good partner.
They just want it all, don't they? They want everything. I want it now.
I think you can learn the process of negotiation. I think that's important. And then it's practice, isn't it? Also, I think it's good to find yourself in different scenarios, because a lot of the time procurement people have the same scenario where they've got too much power. But I think it's good to have those different scenarios when you're in a weaker position, and teaches you how to do things differently.
I think you're right.
So what's the answer then? It's both. Is that what we're saying?
It's like the question about nature versus nurture, which is strongest. I think it's sort of 50-50 in reality, isn't it? You know, when they look at genetics and the environment you grow up in, both have a fairly major impact on the way that you're wired and the way that you operate and behave. So I think it's the same in negotiation. Yeah. That doesn't mean being shouty and aggressive.
Don't be shouty.
No, don't be shouty.
Do you want to do the next one?
Yeah. Do you recommend, Rich, any good books on procurement? That's from Annika Mistry from Gurgaon in India. Now, it's interesting I'd ask you this one, because I've never read a business book other than when I was at university, because I've avoided them.
Well, I've never read a book on procurement. Why on earth would you want to do that? For me, the answer is no. But you've clearly got one.
I've got one. I have got a book. It's called The CPO, Transforming Procurement in the Real World. If you're interested in an approach to transforming procurement, this is written by a bunch of consultants who were at A.T. Kearney. I won't hold that against them. I have actually read this book because I've recommended it to a few clients I work with. It walks through the journey of transformation and is simple to read, easy to digest. So I really like that book. But there are no other books that I've actually read, so I can't comment.
And has it got big font and lots of pictures, Ed?
It's got little cartoony images in it.
Oh God, thank goodness for that. So it's okay, everybody. It's not got many words. It's got lots of pictures, and there's dot-to-dot pages as well, and things like that, and little puzzles.
No dot-to-dot, but it's got big tables with lots of big words in them, big lettering. So it's font size 36.
Good. There's a thing to read, right?
Yeah, I think if you're embarking on a career in procurement, or you're just starting to work your way up, I think it's a good book.
Right.
I can't recommend any others. There is a book by our guest, Peter Smith, called Bad Buying. Maybe he'll recommend that to you in a future episode. But again, not read that one either.
No.
But my reading ain't too good.
I like pictures. They were great questions this time, weren't they, Ed?
Oh, they were super duper.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. Perfect. You've got a special radio voice, haven't you? Have you noticed? When I listen back to them, it's like Richard's got his radio voice. Genetically, I should have the radio voice because my uncle was a radio DJ, but no, it's you.
Exactly.